So, a little about me. I have been married 15 years. This is my second marriage. In the first marriage, it lasted 18 years. And early on in the marriage, I decided that since I was saying what I needed, but I wasn't getting it, I would simply just stop speaking up and focus on other things. So I focused on my children and got through the 18 years. What that resulted in was me losing my voice. And as I lost it, it translated physically into having a thyroid that was not working the way it should. So with time, I had what the doctors call an underactive thyroid. And the reason I say that is because today, if you are listening to this and you are the type of person who puts everybody first and you go last, you don't say what you need, you don't say what you deserve, you don't express your wants, that's what's going to happen. Your thyroid is going to be affected. Thyroid sits very close to the vocal cords, so you will lose your voice and your thyroid will be affected. And so I had lost my voice. I had stopped saying what I needed. I never took medicine for this situation. I tried to use all the products I knew at that time to address healing my thyroid, but it never healed. Up until I started Solle, and 2 years after being on Solle in a regular program that I was constant in with oils, I tested normal on my thyroid levels. So here we are 7 years later, and we're getting ready to try this new product, SolleFit. And before I started on the Metabolic Mastery program to test SolleFit, I was already beginning to see some symptoms creep up that said to me, whoa, your thyroid wants to get underactive again. It's giving you an imbalance. And so why? Why do I say that? Because I started to have the weight gain, the dry skin, the tiredness, the dry hair. There was just too many things. And my biggest thing was I began to develop this rash in my neck that immediately helped me make the connection, because I know that behind my neck is my thyroid and my vocal cords. And I knew that those were issues for me. I knew that I had lost my voice. And I thought I had addressed that, but clearly I hadn't, because these things were coming back. So I quickly made the connection. I tried to be more careful with my choices of eating, trying to get to bed on time, trying to incorporate more consistency in my exercise. Yeah, but I had a hard time making all of that work for me. I was craving the wrong things. I wasn't making time for exercise. And when I would get in bed, I simply couldn't get to sleep quick enough. So I'd grow tired of that and then just would give up. The first thing I noticed when I added SolleFit to my regimen was that I started to yawn earlier. And I said, whoop, immediately get in bed. So one benefit then led to another. Big surprise, right? So as I started to sleep a little bit more, now I wanted to exercise and had the motivation to actually make time for it. My cravings started to go away. They stayed at bay. I lost 10 pounds during these 30 days, during my first 30 days in SolleFit. And the best part is that because I was using the Soul Compass set along with my program and SolleFit, I was able to address hidden emotions. I was able to speak up on things that I knew I had to address, and in doing so, I found my voice again. Now, the final symptom that worried me the most, the brutally scary neck rash, subsided. And now I'll tell you, it did get horribly bad, worse, before it got better. But as my neck healed, all the other symptoms I mentioned at the beginning of my conversation with you all also disappeared as well. My best experience with SolleFit is that as I put SolleFit into my regular Soul program, I realized how powerful this product is to help us detox feelings that we have buried alive without even knowing. Like, we know that out of 10 illnesses, 9 of them are rooted in the emotionals imbalance and something psychological. So that means that out of 10 illnesses I may have, if I address the emotional, 9 will go away. I'll only stay with 1, right? And I can even get rid of that one eventually with all the other good things I'll do. But because I know that the emotional stuff is so huge, but I can't always put the finger on it or make the connection, to have a product in Soul that when we add it to our regimen and we keep the oils there will help us, that is very empowering. And that's what SolleFit became to me. And to know that I have a tool that I can keep and that I can give my body to help it continue to heal, because it won't be the only thing that I'll have to address emotionally, right? I'll have other things I'll have to address. That's powerful to me. It's a tool that I want to keep and that I also want to share with others.